Hello. Okay, so today, we're gonna work on the website for Songbird OS and the Songbird project in general. Mainly because I'm tired and I don't want to do any actual OS dev or writing today. So we're gonna do some more relaxed work on the website. But also, because we have more people than normal, we might start discussing renaming the channel. Because I think we need a new name. So, in terms of the website, this is what I have so far. It's built using Svelte. And it's looking decent at the moment. I'm pretty sure that actually it doesn't work in light mode, but I'll worry about that later. I'm a male. I don't think I have it on my YouTube, but it's on, I think it's just on my GitHub actually. So I have an organization set up on GitHub called the Songbird Project, which is for the entire OS, window manager, desktop environment, and package manager. And that's where I've rehomed all of this work that we've already done. But the site is there, and it is for the project itself. I will link to this repo in the description. I'll put it here. Okay, cool. It's in the description. And can you explain Songbird? It's a Linux distribution based on Arch Linux. So it's based on Arch Linux and it's being built using Arch ISO. And we are currently working on the website because I'm tired, and I don't want to do actual OS dev. So this is the site for it. I just put the link in the description if you want to check it out. And it's built using Svelte and Vite and SvelteKit because I needed routing for multiple pages. So, I am actually running this on a dev server right now. I didn't actually set up a Buy Me a Coffee. I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi, but they're not active with anything on them. I'll probably do something with them at some point. And maybe a Buy Me a Coffee too, but not right now. So this is actually running on a local dev server here, just with pnpm. So this is not modified much from the actual deployed version of the site, but it is a CI/CD pipeline. It's awesome. It's just a GitHub workflow, but it works really well. So we're going to work on probably just the OS page. We'll have to create a wiki at some point, but I think actually we can embed the wiki in here. So I think we could do something like wiki, and then we can add like the home page for the wiki. And then that will mean that we can go for something like wiki/home. It's not found. I don't know if nesting roots actually works though. It might just land up being under /home. Or not. I'm actually not running Arch Linux on my main system. I'm running Endeavour OS, but with everything piled on top, and the fact that it's all covered up with actual, like, you know, Arch Linux branding, like fast fetch. It's basically just Arch Linux with some extra utilities. So, I don't think this is gonna work. Unless, of course, it does. Which it doesn't. Because subdirectories just don't. We want to look at the Svelte kit. Routing and creates a /about root. So I don't think we can nest the roots at all. We could display different page contents or something like that. Layouts can be nested. We can create a layout that only applies to page settings. See how data is populated by plus layout. So this is the settings layout.svelte. Right, but we want to actually nest. We could maybe pull from the actual wiki we create, or just link to the GitHub wiki. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was work on the navbar. Up here, have probably an about page, and then links to the series, the live streaming series here on YouTube, the GitHub for the project, and that'll be it for now. So for that, we're going to delete this here and add into lib, we're gonna add a button. Or we could just use a regular button for the navbar. So in here, we have this. We could put in a button. and we'll just put in here about. And that's all the way over there, which is exactly what I want. But we want to create a div first, a subsection. And I also want to style this like this. Which means that I think I didn't put the styling in here unless I did. Yeah, the sizing is, call this a nav button. And then in the style, we can add in this nav button. Or we can just have it under nav bar button, like this, and we can remove the class. We want to have the... Why do I have a P tag? I don't think I even have one in there. But we want to have the font size at 1.5 EM. And we want to put it in a flex box. Or we want padding. I don't know how much padding though. Padding left 10. But I don't have any padding on the top. Let's start with the padding on the left. And then we can work out. And actually this needs to be on the right. And instead of that, we use, we're gonna do the nav bar and we're gonna have a dot right. And then in the nav bar, instead of doing the nav button, we can keep the nav button class actually, because we'll probably use it. But in here, we'll have the class equal to right. Also, yeah, let's discuss that name change. I am very much open to ideas. I have kind of one idea myself, but we need to discuss, because I don't want to just randomly change the channel name. And I also want to work out why this is styled the way it is. It's probably the item center. And oh yeah, this is the P class. Take this. We'll put this in a flex box. There we go. Perfect. Now that's our button. We can start to change that button. We want the href to equal slash about. Oh, I forgot we can't have an href. We want an onClick. OnClick equals, and then in here we can use a function to do location.href equals slash about. And that works. And I spelled about wrong. I don't want it to update there though, so if it's about, we also want it to say, we just want it to say project. And I believe that's in the drop down, or no, it's in the layout.svelte. And it's in page to href here. If title is that, else if, is it? Else if title equals about, we'll do title equals project. See, I think that's good, because then we can have the home page, the operating system, and then this one, which isn't there yet. So on the topic of renaming the channel, which is one I keep coming back to, the only thing that I can think of is related to the tag I use for gaming. But I want to hear suggestions from you first, and then we'll see. We also need to add an about route, and add a page.svelte. We're gonna add a script language of ts slash script to close the tag. We're gonna have a main tag in here. And that's it. This page now exists. We'll also change this to actually say project about. No, that doesn't look as good. Yeah. So for this, we want to have a gradiented title, which is a component that I created, but we also want this svelte.head. We should just take this entire thing. And change this to about. And we don't want this span in here because we don't have any extra part. And we just write about in here, and that's done. Now that we have a page, so this will be the about page for now, and that's fine. I just want to add in the extra parts that we need, and I think that we can do that using font awesome. And we want this one, icon packs. I just want icons, yeah, here, and we want, I don't know which one we want, but we need to use the docs to add the font. Quick start. Set up a kit. No. I just want to pull the font. add icons on the web. Here we go. I think this is the one that we want. There are styles of font awesome icons, which was okay. So we want the solid ones. Cool. And then we want to actually add them. Import the icons. Quick start, user package manager. We just host yourself web fonts. I'm pretty sure that there is on the actual Svelte website. It has some examples, tutorial, and it's like we just need an example. Yeah, an example of font awesome usage. And we can use W3 schools, and we can take this. This is exactly what we want. And we'll put this in Svelte head. And I think this is exactly what we want. We want GitHub. I just want to search for GitHub. I want the GitHub logo. And the site seems to be really, really slow. Search for brands. More results. GitHub, here we go. We want this one. And we want to copy this and paste it over in here. We want the same button, but I'll quickly just do this. That should give us that icon, which it does. I want it on this side of the About button, and I want it to be in its own button in here. I'm going to take this I'm gonna split this out so I can just remove this line, and then paste this in here. And what is this complaining about? Aria label or aria labeled by? Aria label. Will it work if I do the view Vite? Oh no, React individual import. SVG, HTML. Yeah, we should just add an aria label in here. Yeah, but that's gonna work perfectly. We want spacing between these, and then yeah, we want the justify between. We want the width to be like 20%. It's probably too wide, but we can adjust it. And then this should set the href to https://github.com/songbird-project. And this should be GitHub. And it does in fact work, which is perfect. Hello, Hammy. We're currently working on the website for the OS. But I also wanted to have name suggestions for the channel. For the channel rename. We want this YouTube logo, copy this, and we want exactly the same thing again. That is not the right. Yeah, that's not the right icon. I'm using the wrong version, I think. 6.0. And that doesn't work. What version is they hosting? User kit. Yeah. I don't want to download it. I just want to... Is it 6.0.0? Nope. I am using the font awesome. Also use React. That's a good idea. I think React icons will be better. Yeah. So, how do you use them again? Because it's been ages. Oh, yeah. That is going to be so much easier than this. I'm going to use pnpm install React icons. Cool. And now, instead of using this, we can go for something like, we can use React icons. And we should have the ability to get the GitHub icon. This one, far GitHub. Import GitHub from React icons /far. And in here we do the GitHub. Which doesn't want to work. Why? This isn't working, is it? No. Why? Oh, no. And you can also use just import the library, that will be a lot easier. Yeah. The problem with using node fonts, by the way, is grabbing them or inconsistencies between them. Can you get a summary? Yeah, we're just building out the website for our custom Linux distribution. Which is one that we have been working on. We took a break from it for a while. I don't think that the React icons work with Svelte, because I'm pretty sure they're built for React. Yeah, it's for React, not Svelte. So, that's the problem. I reckon we could use node fonts, actually. But maybe not. Yeah, because I don't think we can just pull it, because it doesn't have Svelte far. Blue side icons. Who would have thought that icons are the hardest thing? Available for Svelte, which is exactly what we want. This looks really good. So that's for anything. We want Svelte. This looks really good. Really promising too. We're on PNPM. I'm also gonna remove... Cool. And then how are we using these? Deprecated. Simple icons. We're chasing icons round in circles. Collection of free icons for popular brands and services. Okay. This is what we want. We want GitHub. Can we use you on Svelte though? I think we might be able to. Which will be good. Okay. CDN usage. Yes. This is what we want. Also available through the node package. So what can we use? Using a bundler that can tree shake such as Webpack. Well, I think we should just use the CDN. Because that makes the most sense. Use unpackage. Okay. We'll keep Lucide because it seems cool. And it might be useful as well. For this, we want to use GitHub one. What's the slug? It will probably just be GitHub, won't it? And what's this complaining about? Image should have an alt attribute. True. We'll just have the alt as GH. And now, we have the GitHub icon. I just want this. Whoa, that's weird. Brand guidelines. Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're all fine on that front. Deprecated synced up with the background music. Also, by the way, hello player Celeste, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Front end dev. Recommended Lucite icons. We're currently working on the distro, but we've taken quite a big break from it. Probably 2 months, maybe, or a month, to do some writing. But I do want to go back to it and kind of then switch between them. I have tried Neri, and I used Neri when I first reinstalled, and then I switched to SwayFX. I'm really good, thank you. So we want to use the white version of the icon. CDN with colors. This is what we want. We also provide a CDN service. Oh yeah, this is exactly what we want. And of course we want to add the alt of GitHub. We want to use the GitHub slug. We want it to be white, and the dark mode color to be, I believe it's whatever color I've used for the background of the navbar, which will be not in here. It'll be in here. Navbar background color, this one. 2E, 2E, 2E. And that does not work. How are the colors working though? Are they... Color isn't optional and can be replaced with hex colors or CSS keywords. The icon you want to use, the color is defaulted to the hex color. The icon shown in there is used for dark mode. Oh, we want this the other way around. That's why it's not showing. Because it's blending in. So, no, it's not, because it's not working. I think maybe their CDN is down. Oh, it doesn't have a hash in it. That makes sense. Cool, there's our little GitHub icon. Now we can do exactly the same for YouTube. And we want, yeah, this one. And we're going to copy over this. We could actually change this. We can make this into its own component. But then you would still have to provide in the colors. And actually the colors can be built in because that's fine, but you would need to add the slug and the alt text, which is fine. Add an icon. And I want a TypeScript script. We're gonna do let slug and alt equals props, and in here we do this, we put the slug in here, and the alt we have as alt. Now in our navbar, instead of this, we can have an icon from /icon.svelte. And this should work fine if we just add in a slug of GitHub and an alt of GH. And it does work, and it works perfectly fine. Which is that I speak a language whose script isn't yet in Unicode, so you have to use base. Unfortunately, this makes it incompatible with fonts. What? What language is that? So this is probably by far our best stream ever. And literally as I say that, it drops. So we want, yeah, this YouTube one. And we're just gonna put that in here. And the area label is going to be YouTube, of course. And this is going to link to our series, which is a YouTube series. Pokepona. Oh. Whoa. Oh, this is because it's on light mode. Hold on. That's better. Pokepona, translated as the language of good, is a philosophical, artistic, constructed language designed for its small vocabulary, simplicity, and ease of acquisition. Hyperpolyglot Sandra Lang, to simplify her thoughts and communication. Whoa. Why? Valid syllables. It's like Japanese, but there's a lot more symbols. Wa, wan, where, when, we, win. Why is wa not valid? Or wan, or wu, or wun? Why they're not valid? And why is G not valid? Why is T and tin not valid? Oh. Site has it as a language variation. So what did you have to? Yeah, how do you do that? How are you using? Is it a custom font that you're pulling from somewhere, or does it actually exist as? Is there a font that supports it? This looks like a really interesting language. So this is the writing system. I guess ala alasa ale anpa ante anu awen en esen ijo ike ilo insa jaki jan jelo jo kala kalama kama kasi ken kepeken kili kiwen ko kon kule kulupu. Whoa. It does look very interesting. Yeah, I do. I do watch well, I don't watch much YouTube on my laptop, but yeah, I do watch it with the transparent blurred background. Yeah, it's pronounced Y. Yeah, this stream went from me trying to make me learning making a website to learning a language. It looks really interesting, and I'm genuinely curious now. Citlan Lacina. Sonopona. Common name for the Latin alphabet. Why is this like a full-fleshed language that, like... Why? Why does it exist? Pokipona uses 14 letters. Consonants are pronounced as the International Phonetic as in. For more about pronunciation, see phonology. Vowels can also be pronounced as in the IPA, but according to BU, are ideally more centered, with being centralized and or being lowered to mid. It's just confusing. The rest of real language. Oh. No, I might actually have a further look into it. Epona Tower Me. What does that mean? Problem is I can't even whack it in Google Translate. Now why is this one not working? It's because I didn't save it. And look at that, we have a beautiful YouTube icon. We don't want the width to be 20%. 10% is probably too small, so we'll give it 15. And that looks good. We probably, yeah, this is nice. I like this. Is there a Discord for people who speak that or what? Oh, it means you like Tokipona. Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin or Cantonese, but I am learning Japanese. So, Mapona P Tokipona. How is that? How is that in the Discord? Is the Discord? Oh. Yeah, we'll be Mandarin. Mandarin's really complicated, isn't it? Because it's all very, very tonal based. I want to pull up chat on my phone. Don't think I can. I think I just need to use the desktop version of the site. How do you have a custom font for text in browser? Can't that break websites? Yeah. True. Okay, I have chat. I have chat on my phone now. Set a default font in browser settings. True. Okay. We've done this. I just want to quickly link it to the YouTube series. I should have just gone to my YouTube studio instead of YouTube. That's fine. I'm going to playlists. and creating a Linux distro, and I didn't want to do that, and it's currently on the stream. No, I want to go that way, and then I want to view the full playlist. Close that. Have issues you override. Yeah. Accidentally just booted into Windows. Oh. I don't like Windows at all. Cool, this will now link to the YouTube series. Oh, yeah, no, I've still left this on okay. This will now link to the YouTube series, hopefully, and not go straight to my YouTube homepage. Or any of my private playlists. Perfect. First try. So we now have this. This is good. We're gonna ramp down. You can also use Dark Reader for the fonts. Right. Okay, we're gonna commit the changes. And I'm not gonna dox myself at all because this stuff is safe. Should be. If it's not, I'm screwed, but add external links to navbar. And I'm gonna do added about page. And then we're also going to have added loose side, of course. Updated the styling and added loose side icons. We forgot to actually talk about the name change. Login manager clock bug. No, what happened to LY? Display manager. Login yeah. What is wrong with it? We want... Oh, it's a, you know... Yeah, it is a display manager. What's the issue? One issue. Zip cannot compile. Yeah, what's the issue with it? Because there's nothing on here. Have you thought of any new name? Test my typing speed. So I chose Svelte for creating the site because it is, I think it's the easiest way. I really like Svelte. I really like the way it works, and I enjoy using it. Is this a forked version as well? Yeah, this is a forked version. Or is it? I don't know. I can get to it via the Arch Linux forums. Then in the AUR, I should have just went to the AUR, but it's fine. It's not in the actual repos, is it? Oh, it is. Yeah, that one was a fork. Okay, issues. Theme. Hangs. Clock. Clock. And it's specifically an issue with the clock. It's not this one, is it? And 7 months old. Which bug is it? Big clock bug. Oh. LY big clock bug. Yep, no idea. Oh, looking closed. Okay, once we've done this, I'm gonna end the stream. And we'll talk about, big clock. Oh. I don't think that's right. Yeah, that's definitely not right. Okay, that's what you just saw right now. No, I didn't. Definitely not. It looks like a scroll bar. It looks like a really poorly designed scroll bar. I'm sorry. Anyway, we'll talk about, it did look like a scroll bar. So it should be pushed to the GitHub now. And it is, it's right there, which is perfect. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. And I'm not gonna test my typing speed because it is bad. But yeah, thank you all for coming. We might do the same again next week because it'll actually give us a chance to talk about what I wanted to. How bad? Really bad. Monkey type. Like, it's really awfully bad. Okay. We want Zen mode, of course. No, we don't. We want... We'll do words. We'll do... 25 words. Okay. Hold on, let me just... during change 1. I should learn to touch type. Yeah, I should learn to touch type. It's probably a good idea. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoyed. No, I don't touch type. Next stream, which is exactly what I said. last stream. But next stream we will discuss the name change. I'll come up with a few more ideas. I have one, but I'm not super happy with it. I'll also accept some submissions for name changes in the comments. But yeah, thank you all for coming, and I will see you next stream or video if I actually manage to make one.